All right, so International Albinism Awareness Day is marked every year on the 13th of June to bring awareness among the people about albinism and the rights of people with albinism. Abi, that's it. different types of events are organized to educate people and celebrate people with albinism who still face human rights violations in the mid-2000s. There were reports of violent attack and murders of people with albinism in Tanzania. The attacks were advocated with the belief that people with albinism possess magical powers. As a result, in 2015, 70 people were killed and even more were harmed. Now, due to this, the Tanzania Albinism Society and other NGOs came together to lobby for the rights of people with albinism. Now, the day first became official when the UN General Assembly adopted a resolution in 18th of December 2014 that proclaimed 13th of June as International Albinism Awareness Day with effect from 2015. Whew. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. So I had a friend in secondary school, a classmate, I'll call her. She was completely black. Her sister was completely white. You know, we had a lot of those people in families. But I don't know. It seems to be prevalent in certain demography, like the Yoruba people.
I don't think so.
Right?
I think
it's all tribes,
yeah,
right? But I've hardly seen any. Yes, but yes.
You don't even find it anywhere. It just brings up someone just.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think what they say is it skips generations.
Yeah.
Yes, and then just appears. One of my very good friends still now is an albino, and it's very, very good.
But the only thing I always say to them, please protect your skin, wear loads of sunscreens, because again, a lot of them suffer from skin cancer.
Yeah.
I remember one of my friends, family friends, he passed on, as a result of skin cancer. So because because they don't have any form of melanin or whatever, so no protection,
no top layer.
So you have to actually. That's why a lot of them avoid the sun. So when you see them start to have patches, all those, it's the effect. So I think,
So that means it's even better to just leave Nigeria altogether.
Yeah, or stay away from there. Just, stay away. It's okay, so who are we starting with? Milola, what did you find for us in the news?
Okay, let me jump
Why don't you welcome back?
Welcome back, welcome back. Okay. What I have in the news is about today's situation, and it goes to talk about power. Blackout as national grid collapses for the 6th time in 2022. What month are we in again? May.
June.
So we've had like an average of one timeout collapse a month this year. It's quite sad. Considering the state of the economy, considering the size of our economy, it is not acceptable to find ourselves having such situation, but this is what we found in the news. And this is from the Justice Disco. This is, dear esteemed customers, the management of Just Electricity Distribution PLC wishes to inform the general public that the current outage being witnessed as a result of system collapse. We hope to restore supply as soon as supply is restored. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation.
So does this explain?
Because
I saw an animation today. I was wondering what was it, but I didn't even have the patience to read it. I saw, how you do skipping rope, where somebody will be at the other end and I will be at the other end with the rope.
You're looping.
Yeah.
So what the animated image was one. They then put up that picture. What do they call the mast?
Okay.
One mast of the power line and another mast of the power line. They were looping the cable, and while another one was dancing and jumping in the middle. So now I understand what happened.
So that means there's no light.
Nothing. It becomes a playground for children.
Oh, wow. I saw that. I was wondering why did they do this? So now I understand it.
Now, one thing I do not understand is, every state have their distribution companies. And this letter is from Jos Disco. I wonder how it affects Lagos particularly, because since last night we've not had a wind.
You really think it
because there's a connection. Because if it's the transmission company, I can understand. If the distribution companies has a power outage, there's something wrong. Is that we're not getting the correct information as to the state of the light or what is really responsible? Because once the transmission networks is active, it is only the particular disco that serves a particular area that should be affected. It's not something that is supposed to spread across the entire country.
We'll need to see.
So for me, I think our problem is we lack accountability and the right information that is being put in the public space. And because a lot of the time Nigerians just pass this thing information over and they never question them.
So yeah, I think
it doesn't make sense.
I have a few friends in the Ministry of Power. It now would be the right time to actually, because this is actually alarming. So if you say in 6 months, it means that every single one must we have
power.
So that means there's a problem. Do you know what the problem is? Are you trying to fix the problem? Yes,
absolutely.
So normally nothing happens in Nigeria. We will still have a 9th one in September and a 10th one in October.
Absolutely. All right, so Manny, your story, please.
No PVC, no church.
Wow.
Yes, seriously? I like that.
You want to call for your video quickly?
Yes. Is there a video? I think there's a picture. Yeah. So a Catholic priest sends back members without PVCs. A video has gone viral on social media showing a Catholic priest asking members without their PVCs to return home. The video has been shared by multiple Twitter and YouTube users. Although the details remain sketchy as to where and when the occurrence took place. I think we already know where and where. It was in Jos, yes, Plateau. The Catholic priest in the video was seen at the entrance admonishing members of the church that henceforth persons who want to partake in mass must have their PVC on them, and if they do not have, they should not even bother coming to church.
Wow.
So this occurrence has stirred both negative and positive reactions from Nigerians. Some have hailed the Catholic priest for his effort in ensuing voter awareness and sensitizing his community to the ongoing political process ahead of the 2023 general elections, while some have chastised him for doing such in a place of worship, accusing him of contravening the human right to freedom of association of the congregation. So what do you girls think? Did he do good or bad? Okay, let me read the last part, the most recent news. However, in a statement released, the Director of Communications of the Diocese, Reverend Father Andrew Diwan Danjuma, stated that the action of the priest does not have the approval of the bishop, nor is it a policy of the diocese. The statement adds that the action of the bishop stance is regretted.
So it's a disclaimer.
So what do you think?
Yes.
So for me, I've said it. I don't know how many million times I will say it. I will keep on saying it. Even what the priest is doing, yes, it's a good start, but it is already too late. I mean, Damilola can testify to it. If she had cerebral minds as delegates at her primaries, we would not be speaking this English. By now, she'd be planning to win an election.
Yeah, but,
right?
But you know that the delegates have succeeded in handing us these people. But are you trying to say it's too late at this point?
At this junction of saying, so yeah, because guess what? We are going back to square one where we are always going to choose between the devil and the deep blue sea.
Yeah, but
I like the awareness.
Yeah.
But I'm saying to everybody that cares to listen, this is not, and I'm not even about 2023. I'm focusing on 2027 and beyond.
Thank you.
Can we start to advocate that before you enter the church, produce your, what's it called? Party card.
So your support party card.
Party card.
Okay.
Produce your, it is not about the PVC right now.
PVC,
right?
PVC
is good. It is overrated.
Trust me, people do not know that your PVC is not as important as your understanding of the political system that we operate.
Thank you.
And our desire to participate. A lot of people, I see people clamoring for PVC, and I say, is it really about PVC? People can take PVC, but will they go out and vote?
It is, see, even if they go out to vote,
are they aware if their level of participation has any meaningful or significant impact to the electoral process? For me, it's beyond PVC. I saw a post by one of our lady on social media, really agitating and everything. I said, if I'd never stepped out of the box
you wouldn't
to
know.
go into politics, I would not understand what is going on. And just like when you said the delegates have given us people, the delegate did not give us anything. The people that picked the delegates gave us the people that picked the ticket. So I found out real
hand experience
that primaries is a selection process. It's not an election. The party, the government, the people, the key decision makers, decides who gets a ticket. So even the delegates are just running an errand. They're just following instructions.
So it actually starts from the ward.
The power is not even entirely in the hands of the delegates. So when you do not understand how interlocked this thing is, you will start to address the fruits when really we should go down to the roots.
Absolutely. On that note, we leave it there. So I've said this, the politician has said it. So my story is from the desk of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Okay.
And he says our democracy in the country is growing, you know. So he made reference to this while he was giving a speech represented by his boss Mustafa, right? The secretary to the Federation. He was represented at the speech where he was giving an interdenominational church service in Abuja. He stated this, and according to him, Nigeria rose to the occasion where colonial powers subjugated the people and lorded over the resources. He said Nigerians rose to the occasion following the ravages of civil war to rebuild a country, no matter how imperfect. He said that we rose to the occasion when enduring military dictatorship pushed us to the edge of extinction and negotiated our way into a democracy that provides a platform for us to build a country we can all be proud of. And he said that, you know, the 2015 was the first time a sitting president will be in power, and, you know, there will be a successful transfer of power without any rancor. And again, he also mentioned the just concluded primaries, that, you know, the fact that we are, you know, we ran primaries and they were not court cases and all of those things flying all over the place. It tells us that our democracy is growing, you know. So he says our democracy was hard won by Nigerians from the trenches of the 6 geopolitical zones. Our struggles for a better country was always been detribalized. So he says it is important to note that our commemoration of Democracy Day was recently moved, again, by this same administration from May 29th to June 12th in honor of the political leaders that fought, you know, from the South. So, I like it.
Is our democracy really growing?
That's why I took this story. So democracy works all the more so in a heterogeneous union like ours through negotiations and compromises carried out in good faith, and each year brings us closer to a more perfect union, a more mature democracy. So I'm going to ask that question again. Have we had a successful run when it comes to democracy? And that's the conversation we're going to be having when we come back from the break. Stay with us.